Catwoman Hunted is the newest and the first of quite a few DC anime movies to come out this year, and this is the first one that we get. So, this is scheduled to come out, release this coming up week, this Tuesday, and I was able to check it out early, so I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on it. Catwoman's attempt to steal a priceless jewel puts her in squarely in the crosshairs of powerful conservative villains, Interpol and Batwoman. When it comes to Catwoman Hunted, this was something I was actually really interested in. I think Catwoman is a great DC female character, is one of the most famous Batman villains, and I was very interested to see how an animated Catwoman movie turned out. Also, with the helm of Elizabeth Gillies as the voice of Catwoman and the voice animation, and also just the way it looks like an anime. And hearing about it at DC Fandom last year got me even more interested. We haven't had a solo Catwoman animated movie before, besides the animated short, and this will mark the first attempt of doing so. So I was actually very interested to see how this will turn out. So, with the scheduling to come out this coming up week, I was able to check it out early, and here I am, giving you guys my thoughts on it. I'm not gonna stay for too long on this because there is plenty of other people who's gonna review it, and I'm just gonna say I'm very happy this actually turned out to be very fun. It is, and a great start to the superhero movie season. The big praise I can say about Catwoman Hunted is I do like this premise. It's a very simplistic premise. It doesn't need to be complicated. It doesn't need to be overcrowded. It's just our sexy little feline DC baddie doing what she does best, stealing and trying to stop bad guys. And she gets caught up in the crossfires as usual in the comics. And you do get the fun Catwoman stick, and it's fun to watch. Catwoman, though, is a lot of fun to watch. I'll get to the performance later on, but I definitely have to say the premise is very simplistic, and I appreciate the fact that it's a simple plot. And another thing I very much like with the simplicity is the 80s like animation, hand draw animation. It definitely does feel like something that you would see in a Asian culture like Catwoman movie if an Asian director did it with an American actor. And honestly, watching this had me thinking, if this can work in live action, why can't we get Catwoman in the DCEU with Forgotten Sea Sirens? I know you have to do some hard casting, and you have to try like hell to get the best casting you can. I know we have Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, but she's not DCEU related. I'm talking about part of the DC Extended Cinematic Universe. There should be a Catwoman in there for it who could actually pull it off. And just the premise alone with Catwoman having to stop 10 villains is a very interesting premise, but I thought it was a very fun premise to take it. And Catwoman is one of my favorite anti-heroes, and this is a PG-13, so they're able to get away with some pretty intense violence, and is very suggestive, of course, because Catwoman has always been like that. She's a sexy feline. And now getting into the performance, I have to talk about Elizabeth Gillies in the role. She is an awesome, perfect performance, and Elizabeth Gillies is a great singer, and she is a great actress. You know her as Jade from Victorious, Dynasty recently, and other stuff she's done. Gillies is a very capable actress, and I have to say, her voice for the part, it fits perfectly. She honors the character, she has fun with the character, and she has that cool, seductive, perfect, and calm and sensual feel that Catwoman needs as far as voiceover goes. And I very much enjoyed her performance. If the DCEU ever did Gotham City Sirens, she would be my pick for Catwoman. She's that good here. The biggest surprise of this obviously was, of course, Batwoman, because Batwoman I know this is one of the most hated characters. I don't even watch the show, but I have to say Stephanie Beatriz plays Batwoman with a lot of fun and a lot of integrity. And they don't bring anything from the bad CW TV show in here. Batwoman is fun, she's likable, she's very charming, and she kicks ass here. So I was very happy with her. You also have Shazar played by Kelly who's great. Lauren Cohan is jointly a Pennyworth. Jonathan Banks, Keith David playing villains like Blast Max, Toby White. You also got Cheetah in there and Boss Moxie. It's just Batwoman and Catwoman taking on villains for the entirety of it. I also really like the musical score here and the way the movie is edited here, and the effects here are very good. It's like a nice hand-drawn animation. It's like you go to the comic book store and you find a comic book of Catwoman and her solo adventures, and that's what it felt like. I did enjoy that. Some of my favorite moments were also very fun too. I did enjoy the scene where she's at the party. And how you have cameos from Joker and Supergirl and some of the Justice League, some of the other Batman related villains. That was a fun time. And I also definitely do appreciate the way that it it just delivered. I very much enjoyed that aspect in a lot of ways with his writing and characters. Sure, the characters, of course, it is a pretty well known set of characters, but it didn't need to have to go into the big character development moments. You do care about these characters enough to enjoy the adventure and enjoy the fun and the madness of Catwoman. Now, yes, I do have a few issues. I will say this right now. I did wish we had a little bit more time with some of the other villains. This is only an hour 18 minutes, and this is the thing I kind of have with DC animated films and their live action movies. Some of their movies are a little too long, some of it are a little too short. In this case, it was short, it was short and sweet, but I wanted a little bit more from it. Some of the other villains I did want a little bit more of. I did feel like you could have gave Ladama a little bit more to do, who's voiced by Jacqueline Obadors. She is a great actress, and I was a little disappointed with a little bit of her underutilization here. I did wish they gave her a little bit more to do, but I still felt she served her purpose. Negative I will say is that I do wish there was a little bit more happening with some of the rest of the characters around. But all in all, Catwoman Hunted for an early little watch before everyone else gets to see it. I was pretty entertained by it. This is a fun little DC animated adventure that has fun with a simplistic premise, and I definitely respect the 1980s like anime hand-drawn animation, which makes it one of the more entertaining animated films from the DC animated universe, with an awesome perfect performance by Elizabeth Gillies. And if they ever do a Catwoman movie in the future in the DC Cinematic Universe, should be like this. Very simplistic and very fun and very feline, because you definitely get the feline feel of Catwoman here. I very much enjoyed this, and I think other DC animated fans and Catwoman fans will enjoy it too. If you don't enjoy it, that's completely fine, but this is worth a shot, and I will say you can definitely check this out when it hits Blu-ray and 4K and DVD this week. So my grade for Catwoman Hunted, I'm gonna give it an Epictastic. So those are my thoughts on Catwoman Hunted. What did you guys think of Catwoman Hunted if you're able to see it, or like me in the comment section down below? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or are you somewhere right in the middle? Please comment down below, let me know. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to like this video, comment on here, and share this video, and also hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, get notified when more videos like this and live streams set to premiere. All my social media links, description box down below, including my Amazon wishlist, my channel, if you would like to support the channel financially. And if you guys would definitely help me get to 2K subscribers, which is a goal I want to set, that would be awesome. I'll see you guys in the next one. Join the Epictasticness, and as always, you guys keep it cool.